Welcome back to my channel. If you know who I am the Hawaiian only. Nice to meet you. So you want to be an Amazon delivery driver, huh? Well, let me tell you one thing. Don't do it, bro. Run, bro. Don't do it. Alright guys, so today it's gonna be a one-on-one, me and you. I'm gonna tell you things you need to know before you apply to be an Amazon delivery driver. Things you gotta know, because you think it's one thing and then when you get in there it's a whole nother thing. Alright? And I'm tired of people showing up and then just quitting out of nowhere, because it does happen a lot. It wasn't what they thought it was gonna be. Okay? So I'm gonna explain to you what you need to know, bro. I'm gonna tell you it all. Everything you need to know. You're gonna know it today. First thing you need to know, when you are getting hired on to be an Amazon delivery driver, you are not Amazon, okay? You are not Amazon. You are whatever DSP, delivery service partner or delivery service provider, you got hired on with. So you are not considered Amazon. Sadly, I know, I wish we were, but we are not. I don't know any Amazon DSPs out there, but if there are some, let me know. Is it hard to become an Amazon? I'm saying Amazon because we work for Amazon, but you are not Amazon. Is it hard to become a delivery driver at Amazon? It is not hard to become a delivery driver at Amazon. Some people say as long as you're breathing and have 2 legs and 2 hands, you can become a delivery driver. It's kind of true. As long as you're 21 years old, have a valid driver's license, don't have felonies and things like that, you should be fine. If you have had tickets, it might delay the hiring process, but you can still get hired on. Okay, it just depends on what kind of tickets it was or whatever. Every DSP is different, guys. Some DSPs are really good to their drivers. They treat them well, they treat them with respect and blah blah blah. Some DSPs are trash, and I'm telling you this because some people have gotten hired by some DSPs and those DSPs do not care about the drivers. All they care is about the package getting to the customer's front door no matter what. So it just depends on what DSP you're working for. Some will take care of you, some won't. Also, some DSPs, even though you finished early, will pay you for a full day, but it might come with some catches. So in order for you to finish early, you have to go do a rescue. A rescue is when you go help another delivery driver deliver their route, and then you can go home if you finish early after that. Some DSPs will pay you only what you work. So if you have a 10-hour long shift, but you finished your whole route in 7 hours, you only get paid for those 7 hours. Okay, got it? Good. I know this is hard for you to take in, but listen to me, guys. Really listen to me. If you're planning to become a delivery driver for Amazon, you have to know these things. That way it does not catch you by surprise. Okay? Some DSPs won't even train you or tell you anything, and then they'll just throw you into the water. It's like a sink or swim situation where you get a full route and then good luck to you. Some DSPs will give you nursery periods where it's 60% of a route, 80, 90, 100% within a span of 2 weeks. That's a nursery period. Some DSPs will have ride-along, some DSPs won't have a ride-along. Just expect that at the beginning, because it does happen a lot, guys. You will just get thrown in there and you're gonna be like, what the heck am I doing? I'm new, why did you just throw me in here? And that will frustrate a lot of people and that will cause a lot of people to quit. So just know that might happen, guys. Is training hard? Not really. In my opinion, it's not. So when you're done doing all your background check and everything, you're gonna get into the Amazon training. When you get into the Amazon training, it might be 2 days, it might be 3 days. It's always changing up, so I can't be sure. So you might be training 2 days or 3 days. Once you get into the training, your first day is gonna be videos all day long. So you're gonna be watching a video and answering questions. Video, answering questions, video, answering questions, and you might finish that first day, you might not. The second day, didn't finish the day prior, you're probably gonna do more videos and more questions, more videos and more questions. After that, it's gonna be the driving test. The driving test, it's super simple, guys. They're gonna show you where to go, you're gonna go through some cones, they're gonna guide you through the whole thing, and if you fail that, then you're probably not gonna make it. Just letting you guys know up front, but that's it. After that training, depends on what DSP you work for. They might have an orientation for themselves, they might not. And then that's it, that's training. It's not that hard. I'm getting a lot of people DMing me about what are the answers to the test. Guys, I don't know the answers to the test. It's always different. I'm not sure what it is. It's basically a test about safety. So just watch the videos and pass the test. It's not really that hard, okay? Guys, this is I'm not gonna say this is old folks because I know some old folks that actually know how to do this and some young folks that don't know. If you're gonna work as a delivery driver, please know how to use a smartphone. You are going to need a smartphone. Please know how to use this. Please know how to use this. If you're not tech savvy at all, you don't have to be the best tech savvy person, but if you're not tech savvy at all, please learn how to use a smartphone. You're going to need to use a smartphone to deliver all your packages. Please know how to use a smartphone. It's not very hard, guys. You will use some apps and stuff like that, so please know how to use a smartphone. The weather, depending on where you live and where you are, you're gonna have to deal with the weather. You are a delivery driver delivering in any weather, any condition. If it's super hot outside, you're going to be delivering in the heat. A lot of people think it's easy because you're going from a van to a door, which is pretty true, but you have to take in consideration the weather. If it's 100 degrees outside, no, you're gonna be working in 100 degree weather. If it's 60 degrees outside, if it's 50 degrees outside, if it's 40 degrees outside, no, you will be working in that weather. And you also deliver in the rain. So if it rains outside, you're still going to be delivering. Okay, a lot of people that I know have come into Amazon could not take the heat, guys. So if you cannot take heat, I'm talking to you. This is one-on-one video, me and you, nobody else. You're the only one watching this, okay? If you cannot stand the sun and take the heat, this job is not for you. I'm sorry, but it's true. If it gets hot outside and you cannot handle the heat, those vans do have AC, but most of the time the AC does not reach to the back. And you can only imagine how hot it gets in the back of the vans. So if it's 90, 100 degrees outside, it's gonna be a little bit harder in the back of those vans. So guys, you will be dealing with the weather. Delivering packages, every day is different. You could be delivering one day 150 packages, the next day you can be delivering almost 400, sometimes maybe 500, it just depends on where you are. Packages, guys. And the stops can be from 200 sometimes, 150, 200, 250 stops, not including group stops. So a group stop is when it's one stop and then there's multiple stops in that one stop. So in reality, instead of having 250 stops, you have 263 stops. Does that make sense? You will get this a lot. You guys need to know this before you begin working as a delivery driver. That way you can decide before you start delivering or apply to the job. You will be working in the heat, in the cold, in the rain. It doesn't matter. You work all year long. You have 4 days off a year according to Amazon. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and 4th of July, okay? Those are the only 4 days off you guys get. Got it? Get it? Good. Sorry if I seem harsh, guys, but I really want you guys who are trying to apply as delivery drivers to get this through your head before you apply, because you will deal with it. Is the work hard? It sounds pretty simple, right? I'm talking to you, being a delivery driver, delivering to front doors. It sounds pretty simple, right? No, it's not that simple, guys. I want to get this through your heads. So yes, you are delivering from your van to the front door. Sounds easy on paper, but when you're doing it, you have to consider how many stops you have. You might be getting off and on that van 200 times a day or more. You're gonna be stepping off, you're gonna be stepping on. Delivering packages, depending on the package, it can get heavy, guys. Especially when somebody orders waters. Waters get heavy. Cat litter gets heavy. Dog food gets heavy as well. Just know you are not only going to be delivering small envelopes. Biggest bunch of it might be envelopes in small boxes, not heavy boxes, but you will get heavy packages as well. Sometimes you will get to some apartments. Apartments are probably the most frustrating part about the job. Reason being, let's say you get 30 packages to deliver at this one apartment complex, right? You might have to go to every single door at every single floor to deliver a package because the customer only wants it delivered to the front door, and then the leasing office doesn't take the package and they don't have lockers. So apartments can be the biggest frustration about the job. And then you have to climb the stairs if they have no elevator, because sometimes a lot of apartments don't have elevators or the elevator's busted, so you're gonna have to go up them stairs and down them stairs, and then sometimes you'll need key fobs and then you don't have the key fob to get in, and then you're calling the customer and the customer doesn't pick up, and then the code they give you about 50 codes and then the code doesn't work. You will go through all this as a delivery driver. Trust me, you will go through it. If you haven't yet, you will someday go through it. You will deliver in country roads. roads as well, just depending on where you are, of course. But when you're delivering in country roads, if it rained, you might get stuck. So if you're delivering in the countryside and it rained that day or the day prior, don't go down muddy roads, guys. You will get stuck. And depending on how far you are, it's gonna take the tow truck a while to get to you. Am I lying? Leave it in the comments below, guys, to let these people know that I ain't lying. If you get stuck in the mud, the tow truck can take an hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5. It just depends on how far you are. Real quick, guys, please hit that thumbs up so this video can spread through YouTube and let people know that being an Amazon delivery driver is not as easy as it sounds. Okay? Thank you. So you will get stuck if you're not careful delivering in the countryside. There are dogs. You will encounter dogs. It doesn't matter. It can be in the city or it can be in the countryside. Mostly in the countryside, there are a lot more dogs. But in the city, you will encounter dogs. So please know you have to be careful. If you're scared of dogs, know that you will encounter a dog at some point. Just be cautious when you're delivering. You will occasionally get that one crazy customer that talks to you crazy. Okay, guys, let's say you listen to all my advice and my warnings and all my stuff, right? And you still decided that you can still work through the weather, you're physically fit enough to do this job, you're not scared of dogs and dealing with things like this. Let's say you went through this whole video and you decided you can do this job. If you get on route and you decide that this job is not for you, please do not abandon your route in the middle of the day. Please finish your route. Even if you decide it's not for you, finish your route and then quit afterwards or the next day, or just don't show up. It doesn't matter. Just don't abandon your route in the middle of the day. Reason being, it does not only affect the delivery service providers, the DSPs, it's gonna affect the drivers because they have to suffer the consequences for your actions. They have to come pick up all your packages that you abandoned because you decided to quit in the middle of a route. Now they have to deliver their own packages and deliver your packages as well. So please do not quit in the middle of your route if you decide this job is not for you. Because it not only affects the DSP, like I said, it affects other drivers too. If you decide to go with this job, do not be lazy. What I mean by this is, don't be that driver that takes their time and waits for a rescue, because that takes time out of other drivers' day. They want to go home, but they cannot go home because you decided that I'm gonna take my sweet time and I'm gonna get rescued anyway. Do not be that driver. Everybody knows at least one of those drivers that it's lazy and takes their time with their whole day and expects to get rescued at the end of the day. So do not be that driver that expects to get rescued. Is there a chance to advance at a DSP? It just depends on the DSP. Some DSPs are more established than others. Sometimes there might not be chance for growth. Sometimes there might be a chance for growth. It just depends on what DSP you work for. Some drivers have been driving for 5 years and never got a promotion or anything like that. Some drivers have went from drivers to dispatchers to management. It just depends on what DSP you work for, and it depends on what is needed at that DSP. Not all DSPs are the same, guys. Like I said before, some will treat you well, some will treat you like trash. It just depends on who you work. And guys, that's all I have. Thank you guys for watching my video. I just wanted to make this video for the people who are applying at Amazon. If I forgot anything, please leave it down in the comments below. What else do you want to know? Like, this is straight facts. I'm telling you guys before you even apply, that these are things you need to know before you decide to become a delivery driver, because I've seen a lot of people quit on their first day because this job wasn't what they thought it would be. So I just wanted to make this video to help you guys out, to make that final decision. Should you be an Amazon delivery driver or should you not be an Amazon delivery driver? Just letting you guys know up front what you need to know. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I'm just giving you the facts because I don't want you guys to expect one thing, it being a super easy job, then you get to the job, then you quit because it wasn't what you expected, okay? Let me know any questions you have down in the comments below. I try to answer them to the best of my ability, and if I do not know them, I'll try to find out for you. And if you want to know more about Amazon or anything like that, go check out these videos, guys. It's gonna help you out. Maybe some comedy skits. Maybe you can watch my delivery games and maybe participate in one day and win some moolah, baby. Woohoo! Hey, what's going on?